How's it going, everyone? The PlayStation Network outage was quite startling yesterday. It happened kind of out of nowhere. My video that I uploaded yesterday blew up, and a lot of people checked it out in terms of, people just being confused as to why PlayStation Network was down. Bit of an update for you guys, as I imagine most of you guys have realized. It does seem for the most part that the PlayStation Network is back up. I feel like this was a wake-up call to a lot of people as we are shifting to the digital-only era of the dangers, the potential problems that digital only may present. We'll get to that at the end of this video. Right off the top, I do want to say that if you are still facing issues with PSN, try restarting your console. I know this is totally like me saying what I would do in the PS2 era if I have any issues. Like, bro, if a disc don't work on my PS2, you know what I would do? You turn that sucker on and off, and 60% of the times that would fix it. No, but seriously, if you are having issues, try turning your console off and on, try reconnecting to your network, and it should be getting better. They did note it is going to progressively improve. When things like this happen, an outage like this happens, things come back in waves, but it does seem like the majority of everything is back. However, if you do go into the PlayStation Network service status page, which, this is kind of a hidden page that nobody actually knows about, so I'll get to it in a little bit, but PlayStation's transparency and connection to the user base is so effing terrible. Like, they need to be called out for that, for the longevity of PlayStation. But again, I'll get to that in a little bit. They do note account management, PlayStation Video, PlayStation Store, all of those that were formerly down are now back. They do, however, note game and social, that is still having issues. You might have difficulty launching games, apps, or network features. We're working to resolve this issue as soon as possible, and that update was posted today, October the 1st, 8:25 a.m. As I'm recording this video, it is 10 a.m., so it was posted about an hour and a half ago, so those issues are still persisting. PlayStation Direct, obviously, they have that listed there. That's great. If during the outage you want to buy some PlayStation product to show your love for PlayStation, that is available there as well. But thankfully, everything is rolling back in. I saw a lot of people in the comment section talk about the horror that was the 2011 outage. I know some of you guys may have not experienced that. Maybe you weren't into gaming. Maybe you didn't have a PlayStation. Maybe you're just, a little bit, maybe you're a little bit younger and you didn't experience that. If you were, if you're like 21 years old now, when the PlayStation Network outage happened, you were like 8 years old, you probably weren't comprehending what was going on with the PlayStation Network of all things. But yeah, the PSN Network outage back in 2011, like whenever PSN goes down, the people that lived through that outage, which by the way went on for a month, you're gonna get flashbacks to that immediately. It can be an outage like this that only lasts for 5 to 6 hours. We're always gonna call back to the 2011 saga of the outage because that is one of the most insane periods. However, I will say, back in 2011, things were a little bit different. PlayStation Network was not a pay-to-play online service. PlayStation Network was absolutely free, and maybe that's a part of the reason. I don't know as to why it got shut down, but it was a little bit easier to slide. Nowadays, you're paying a premium for PlayStation Network and, online gaming, and Sony can't even do you the solid of just sending out a tweet, sending out a message being like, hey guys, this is what's going on. And let me reiterate, I've been talking about this a little bit in the previous videos. PlayStation's transparency and connection with their users, the people that are paying their hard-earned money year over year for PlayStation Plus, for buying their games, their transparency and their message relaying to their user base is awful. For a second, put aside, what PlayStation is doing from a business standpoint, PlayStation Extra going up in price, $700 consoles, everything like that. This is very baseline, simple stuff of sending out a tweet, sending out a message, just having a little bit of transparency, being like, hey, this is what's going on. We're working on the issue. That's it. You guys wouldn't believe how many comments I saw in my video. I'm just a schmuck being like, just uploading a video using OBS as a recorder because I was trying to get the video up quick. I'm just a dude talking about it. Sony's a multi-million-dollar company, billion-dollar company, however much they're worth. Send out a message to your user base and let it go and just give them up to date. But so many people in the comment section being like, yo, thank you. I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't connect. I thought there was an issue with my network. Again, people that aren't connected to the internet 24/7 and aren't checking social media all the time, they're gonna come across a PlayStation tweet over a bunch of other people facing the same issues. At least that's what I think, and I just think it would do Sony a lot of good to be a little bit more connected with their user base. Remember, we talked about the scare with the ads coming up on the PlayStation dashboard. That scare, yes, I raged about that, but that was a story for like 18 hours. Sony could have easily put out a tweet, easily put out a message being like, hey, this is what's going on, we're working on it. Squash it immediately. Just be a little bit more transparent with your core customer base. This isn't about them running their business in a certain way and their price structure or anything like that. It's just respecting your audience when things go awry, when a bug happens, when PlayStation Network goes down. I just feel like we can expect a little bit more. And the thing is, PlayStation Network went down at peak gaming hours. It was Monday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. People are starting the work week, they get home, probably hate their lives. I'm joking a little bit, obviously, but you guys know how the struggle works. And they just want to get their gaming in, and PSN is down, they can't get any information outside of a schmuck like me uploading a video. Like, come on, man, we could do a little bit better, especially now that PlayStation Network is pay to play. I know some of you guys are gonna be like, oh, I'm making too big of a deal about this, but this is going for the future as well. Just be a little on top of things as far as sending out a message, making sure that message hits the proper channels, and I just think that would be ultimately beneficial, because this isn't the first time there's gonna be an issue, this isn't the first time there's gonna be a bug, there's gonna be bugs and issues in the future, and I just think PlayStation being connected with their consumer base, relaying the messages a little bit, would be advantageous for everyone involved. I don't know the reasoning for PSN going down in the first place. I had heard that there were issues with Verizon. A lot of people let me know in the comment section that they didn't have connection from Verizon on their phone all day long, and I have heard stories about this. I don't know if PSN is connected to that. Again, when you're left in the dark about these things, I am left here to speculate, and that's all I'm doing, and that's why a lot of people just call back to the 2011 PlayStation Network outage, and yes, that is an absolute extreme, but what else are you gonna do if PlayStation isn't being transparent with their issues? That's just the natural thing to do. Also, like I said, I do think this was a bit of an eye-opener to a lot of people in a digital-only gaming future, where licensing issues were absolutely real, especially in the issue that I illustrated, where there are a lot of people that have multiple PlayStation consoles, or they have their account registered on multiple consoles. You better have been playing on the account that was your primary account on the platform, even if you were playing offline games, because if your account was not registered as the primary account on the console you were playing at, even on single-player games, you would have been booted off because the licensing check would have expired and you would have to log in. Guess what? You can't log in. You can't set your account to primary because PSN was down. That's something to really, really consider. The digital-only gaming future is going to strip away a lot of the control that you have. And even with disc-based games, because they need to connect online to do certain things, update, you know, license, whatever, licensing checks, whatever the case may be, things that, you know, I won't comprehend, but they gotta happen for whatever reason. Yeah, needing online connection is going to be a little bit of a clown show, especially when there's outages like this. But the most, the abundant thing that I saw, and the real thing that I saw over and over again, was the thing where your account, if it's not set to primary on your console, you're booted off offline single-player games as well, which is a little bit of a bummer. But thankfully, everything is restored right now. It is what it is. We're back to gaming, but yeah, it would have been nice if 8:30 p.m. Eastern, again, peak gaming hours, it was working fine. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. Still some issues persisting as far as game streaming and issues like that, but it seems like for the most part, a lot of it's being remedied. Again, turn your console off and on, reset your internet connection, all the basic stuff I would do. But thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.